Hello everyone, this video looks different because you are in my kitchen as I make a small breakfast before I go to work. But I wanted to do a video because I haven't done one in a very long time. Oh, it feels like a really long time. One of these anyway. And also I had a realization. And typically when I have those, I like to share them with you because that's what I do. So I was talking to a friend about how yet again I've changed my trajectory in what I'm doing for work. Now, what I do for work does not ever define me. I've never been like, this is what I want. I've never ever wanted to work for someone else and be like, this is my dream job. My dream job is not working at a company. I don't care how big the company is. If it's not my company, it's not my dream job. That's it. Like, I've never had that. So I think I've always been a little dissatisfied in my, work ventures or whatever. However, I have enjoyed all the jobs, most of the jobs that I've had along my life because I met some really great coworkers. I had some really great, I met, whoever owns the company and whatnot. Like, they all typically seem to be really cool people. So I've built amazing relationships that way. But because it's not, the type of work is just not aligned with like who I am, besides the small fact of me meeting people, interacting with people, being of service, whatever. But it's never been super purpose driven. That's where all my side quests come from. That's where BU came from. Is like, that's how I give back and serve and feel fulfilled in what I do, right? If that makes any sense at all, hopefully it does. But anyway, I was talking to someone about kind of what they feed you propaganda-wise is this is what you're supposed to do, is go to school, decide what you want to do for money, work, and then you do that. That's what you do for the rest of your life. And I've always lived outside of that box because I've worked for a major biotech company. I've worked for corporate. I've worked for, I've done a million things. And I've never really felt like, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Like, no. And I've made a significant amount of money at one of my jobs. But that job also, I always knew, okay, this is temporary. I'm not doing this for long term. Because there's a path there also that I could have taken, but it's just not my, personality to do that. I don't ever climb the ladder that way. But I felt not in a negative way, judgment, but there was judgment there because this person I was speaking to has those limiting beliefs of like, oh, well, she hasn't found her way. She hasn't settled into something. But my personality is not, I will never settle into something. That's not who I am, job-wise. Also project-wise. Like if you're someone who has been following me for a while, Base Urbano was a my workout brand. And then it was my workout clothing brand. And then it was my dance and workout brand. And then, it's changed and progressed. The soul of BU has always remained the same. It's uplifting, it's encouraging, it's being real, it's being authentic, mostly. So I'm doing that now by sharing with you just thoughts of like what you're supposed to do, right? Like, if you did follow that path and you're happy, that's okay. But if you're following a path because you think it's something that you're supposed to do, says the government, says your parents, says your friends, says he, she, they, why, like whoever, like says someone who's like not you, what are you doing? Like, follow your own heart, your own desires. your own path, and it's okay to change your mind, because I've changed my mind several times, and I am 100% okay with that. Like, if you stay a certain place, or, you know, in a certain job or whatever, if you do so because you enjoy it, that is totally different. If you found the love of your life in high school, you got married, and you're happy, and you're like, heck yeah, that's amazing. Like, that's great. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is if you're like, you're doing something because you feel like you're supposed to do it because there's pressure put on you, that's wrong. You should always go with your intuition and your feelings. So when I left my previous job, it was actually, you know, what's funny is I bounced around from job to job because, you know, I feel like there's like my time there, and it's usually around like 3 years, where I'm like, okay, enough. I want something else. I yearn to do something else. Like, I want to go somewhere else. I don't want to thrive here every single day. Like, I need something new. Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh. And so anyway, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Do I have time? No, I need to leave. So anyway, I say all that to say, listen to your intuition. If it feels right, make moves. If you feel good where you're at, don't make moves. But that's in anything. Like, it could be where you live. You know, if you're like, oh, I'm just not feeling this place anymore. I don't know. Just really go with, where was my hair? Really go with your feelings of like, it's time. It's time to move on. But yeah. And then also do it, you know, with some logic behind it. Like, you're like, I don't like my job anymore. I'm just gonna up and leave. Don't do that. Find something else that you're like, ooh, I could really see myself doing this. Go to the interviews, secure the job, and then leave the other job. Yeah, I hope that I wouldn't have to tell you that, but hopefully, yeah. Now I'm getting distracted, so I'm gonna let everyone go. I wish you a wonderful day. Shout out to Sarah. She gave me this cute little cow cup last year, I think, for Christmas. But yeah, be you. Live authentically. Don't live for anybody else. It's not their life. It's your life. And when you do make these decisions, like I did, now I'm, you know, involved in a sport. I never thought that I would be involved in like the sports world. I've always been pretty much a girly girl who doesn't enjoy sports. Well, now I'm like in the sports world, and I really enjoy it. So, who would have thought? You never know where you're gonna end up. And as much as I love it, and I just started, I know that I'm not gonna stay. This is not a long-term thing. It's just what season I'm in right now, and I really love it. So there's that. And people who, it goes against the grain. It goes against people who are like, oh my God, she's not doing what everyone is doing. I don't know. Anyway, I say all that because the conversation, and it was with a friend. They weren't saying it like, they weren't judging me like, you really shouldn't do that. Like, it wasn't that energy at all. It was just more of like confusion of like, you can do that? You can live like that at this age and be okay? Yeah, I'm living my best life. It's great. You should try it sometime. Anywho, I have to go to said job now, but have a wonderful day. Always remember to be you, and yeah.